Just a little PSA. It starts slow, but it gets fun. Stick it out. Talk about that later. Oh man, is this thing on? It is on. And that's not on yet. Let's get it on. What we got? BrewDog, brewed in Ohio. Canyon Blast. BrewDog Canyon Blast. Here we go. United we stand for a better beer. Fiercely defiant and independent. All right, what you got? Columbus, Ohio. Let's check it out. It's kind of fitting video. Canyon Blast sounds cold, and we're gonna do a little something different. Have a little adventures in snow skating, but probably the weirdest snow skate you've ever seen. Man, this is gonna be good. A couple years back, I found these little independent skis for your skateboard. They go right on like any truck, and I didn't get to use them. And then we heard there was a snow or an icing coming up last week, and it didn't really hit at the level it needed to hit. And then yesterday it hit. So I had the board set up and we got to rock it. So I'm pumped. Here we go. Man, so look, there's my skate park. It is full of, oh man, I forgot to check this. Is this thing on? It is on. Remind me to get back to that. Yeah, walking up the hill. So you saw my skate park at the beginning, completely snowed out. But these are like the only hills we really have in our area. So I had to venture on the roads and go hit this up. So like these are the first runs. Like I don't even know if this thing works. Sorry about the blur on the camera. I didn't realize that it was wet, but it was. It'll go away eventually. So first part of the video, like this is honest to goodness, like first tries. Does this thing, does it work? Like I've got regular grip tape on it, some grind keen trucks, and just trying to figure it out. First thing I noticed is like, man, the snow quickly turns to ice on the grip tape, and I'm just constantly in this battle to like keep it clean. So I tried dropping in, then I just tried some pushing on it, and man, I was trying to find like the right level of snow. Like I didn't know if it needed to be hard packed. I didn't know if it needed to be powder. I didn't know anything. Like I live in southeast North Carolina and I grew up in San Diego. What do I know about snow? I mean, I'm wearing Reebok pumps and jeans. Like this is my snow gear, right? So I just kept giving it a little go and just trying to like, how do I build some speed on it? That one was a little better, get a little run and jump. Then I tried this little steeper hill down, and I was like, okay, that works. But it was pretty thick powder, and it's not just that it's not thick powder for like most of the world, but for us it is. I was happy with that one. But we also have like a lot of loose pine needles and leaves underneath that snow, so it gets caught up in there. So it's not like solid ground underneath the snow. It's pine needles and stuff. Little tumble and fall, but I was like, okay, the front was too slippery. I needed to find a way to stop slipping off, but first we got to pump these shoes up. Then I made an on-the-spot modification. What's in the car? A brand new set of rails and a skate tool, man. And I literally just, boom, screwed the rail right on the front of the board. And then I had something to brace my foot on, right? So my front foot wasn't so. You can see my back foot's super loose. It's slipping off. Screwing fucking wood screws into a deck with a skate tool in the winter. I wasn't putting the back one on. But look, that's like a super long run. Like that was my first like super long run. I was pumped on it. It's like hell yeah. Man, getting on it's the hardest thing. Once you get on it and you know you're set, then you can cruise, man, and it's a good time, man. I spent most of the day doing this right here, walking back up the hill. Yep, man, getting worn out. Look, you can't even see the board. It's like camouflage in there with it. This is so fun. There's a little POV action, so you kind of see how my feet are setting. I'm just pushing against that rail like the best I can. You know, building that confidence. Here we go. Look at that. Oh, thought I was going over. This was so fun. Like, I can't explain to you how fun this was. Like, man, could have lost a skate day, and instead, like, I gained an entire new thing, you know, with this just made up board with these weird little skis. I went to the top of this hill and I was like, nope, way too sketch. So I just sat on the board and came back down. That was fun. But then, like, found a spot between these trees. This was like the best hill. There was a bunch of sledders there, so it lost its snow over a period of time. But when this had been sledded, so it was a little bit packed. Man, look at that. You can see that those skis, they just run right over it, because they have a blade on them, kind of like an ice skate. So you got 8 edges, right? Because you got 4 independent skis. I was trying to get I was able to turn a little bit on that one and go where I wanted to go, because this was just like the perfect pack. Man, look at that. It's so fun, man. Yeah, that was rad. And then, man, I thought I was done. And then my boy Mike hit me up, and Mike was like, "You got the park now?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I'm on the way." So I hung out and waited for him to get here, and
yeah,
here we go. Skating with Mike.
That's all there is to it.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
Let's get this.
Let's get it. Man, look at that. That's having a good time. Hell yeah. Then we just started going at it, taking turns, and you know, trying different terrain, trying different things. We didn't really get any tricks. It was really just like, get comfortable with it, stay on it. You know, we took a couple power slides. We did try out ollie later. Went over this area. It was way too powdery with tons of pine needles underneath it. So the board just dug in to the pine needles. And then, like, at the end of this, there's a huge, like, drop off straight into like a little gully or river. It's not a river, a little stream. Boom, man, I slammed so hard right there. I was like, oh, that was like the worst slam of the day right there for sure.
Yeah.
But it was fun. Do a little drop in. This is like the best way for me to get on the board, was to do like a little drop in but the tail was still icy. It was hard to get it to stop it from slide away. There I was trying to turn away from the gully. Nope.
You said turn.
It didn't turn.
Then you turned a little bit.
Nope.
Turned a little bit.
It didn't turn. You can see, like, that thing's just coated, like, in between the skis with pine and stuff. Then this is like the long one where I started, but now a bunch of people had been sledding on it, so it was more packed. So although it's not a big drop to get a lot of speed, like the snow was packed right at the right level where you could go some distance. And that was like by far the fastest one without helping it along. Farthest one without helping along.
Dude, that's impressive.
There you go.
And then Mike went, and then, like, he figured it out, right? So we're not going super fast, and what does he do? Boom! He starts skating. He just started skating. I was like, oh man, we just gotta skate it. Like, it's a skateboard. Like, you're not doing that on a snowboard or a standard snow skate. And he just started pushing. He just went so far. It was awesome. He's still going. And boom, flop. That was awesome. So I was like, man, I want to give that pushing a try. So I went a little slope, going, and then trying to push my big ass Reebok pump foot out there and keep my balance without slipping out. Mike's running with me. Like, man, I feel guilty because I just stood there and filmed him. Like, he ran with me and filmed me because he's awesome. Oh, so sketch. Here we go. I'm working so hard. Tried the ollie. Nope. Didn't work.
I gave it hell.
Hell yeah. It was awesome. It was a fun day. Can't believe this thing works. It's super fun. I think if I had the right kit and had the right grip on the board, it would have been way better. But for what it was, like, you couldn't beat it. Like, I'm not going to invest in a snow skate or a snowboard. Man, it snows here like once every 3 to 4 years at best. And then it usually rains the next day. Like, this is one of the first times the snow just kind of stuck around. So we got to enjoy it. And that's it. That is it. And this isn't bad. This isn't bad. I'm not going to lie. BrewDog's Canadian Blast. It's got not a lot of citrusy flavor, but a little bit. It's just solid. Solid. Little bit of bitter, but sometimes you like the bitter. All right. That was it. Adventures in snow skating, right? I went and did something rad, and I hope you are also going to get out there and do something rad. I'm out. Cheers.